All right, I'd say we didn't do too bad. Getting this thing started today. Got a good session going down. Colin's here. And then we got Nick here as well. So we're gonna put in some works. We got dip today, we got squats, and so this will be a good one. Electrolytes going down, you gotta get hydrated, and a little bit of bloat before you start squatting actually helps out significantly. I feel like it would just be cool to just have like a portion of the video that's just raw. I was saying to the camera earlier that you want to actually hydrate a good deal before you squat because that extra bloat that you get helps you to brace against your belt more. And it's so interesting. But like with all the other movements, you probably don't want that much water, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've noticed too on days where my joints don't feel right, I'm not hydrated. So,
interesting.
Makes a big difference.
Makes that much of a difference.
Yep.
Side.
Have problems with your external rotation. So my regular squat grip, my elbows will tend to stay back, and it puts a lot of stress here. It can cause tendonitis. So a trick I learned is I'll either go pinkies under, which lets me bring my elbows to my lats, or I'll go thumbs over.
That's actually really cool. I've never seen the pinky under technique.
So a lot of the real big power lifters, they grip out here and they'll do it. And you'll see they're like this.
Interesting.
And that's just because they're so big that they can't get their arms in.
Because for me, I've always just kind of gone a little bit wider to just feel more comfortable if I needed to.
Yeah.
And so then, the pinky under thing is definitely, that's pretty interesting.
But the pinkies under is good because it prevents you from pushing up on the bar because it's going to hurt. But you want
so it's like a mental
all
cue.
The weight on your back, not on your
100%.
arms. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like that's a neat mental cue right there. The cool thing about wave loading is after you go through your first wave, which is going to be that 3, 2, 1, and then it's time to drop back down to the next wave. There's like a confidence factor to that because, like in your mind, everything gets harder each set that you do. And then when you drop back down to like between your first and second set and it's like, boom, you're like, oh, okay, let's go.
This is going to move.
So 100%, this is about to go for that. This flies. All right, I'd say we didn't do too bad, hitting an all-time PR. 220 kg right there, which is 486. And so with that being said, we're definitely moving in the right direction, and let's keep moving with the rest of the training session. We're building from here.
It doesn't matter what dip bars I use, my head hits it. This is how I do them, but I have really long limbs. Straight arms, step in, depress your shoulders, right? So you want spinal flexion. Right. So you don't want to be like this. Yeah, I mean, that spinal flexion puts your shoulders in a stronger position. Right.
So one thing that you just pointed out too that I thought was really cool was you were talking about the way that you were sort of extending your head or avoiding the extension of the neck at the top.
Yes.
And so I saw a really cool tip for deadlifts where they were talking about that as well, where they were saying when you're pulling, you don't want to pull like that. You want to be able to tuck your chin in. And so like it actually is the same thing for dips, which is really interesting.
And I brace the same way as squats. So I'm like, right?
So think about like when you're shrugging your shoulders, that is shoulder elevation. And so depression is the exact opposite. We're just pushing our shoulders down and away from our ears. Step out, boom.
Go.
Exactly, that's what we want. And then from there, take your time. Get a nice slow rep. Boom. Yep, boom. There we go. I think the one thing we didn't talk about was elbow positioning. I like to turn my elbows in like that. Right. And so then that also helps with sort of locking in the shoulders into scapular protraction rather than the retraction. We want to make sure that our chest is being stretched as little as possible when we get to the actual bottom of the dip. So then if I'm in this position, in that protracted position, then now I'm essentially preventing my chest from stretching a ton. I'm already turning my elbows in at this point in time, feeling that out, and then from there, I make sure that I'm nicely depressed, and then I'm starting to lower from here. And so I want to keep that same shoulder position for as long as I possibly can. A lot of people will go into the dip in a proper position, and then they'll go here and come up. And so the problem with that is we're just stretching our chest. I tend to keep my head down on the way down, but to that.
For me, if my head is up, my shoulders want to go back to follow my head.
Let's go, easy rep, come on. Let's push, come on. Push. Good.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, let's see if the street lifter still got some calisthenic moves. Let's see what we got. Not too bad. All right, so Colin, you're gonna drop the motivation for this video. So off the dome, give us some words of wisdom. What do you got?
Words of wisdom.
Yeah, man.
Consistency is key. Always strive to reach your full potential, no matter how you feel. That's it for today.
What I'm probably going to add to that is inconsistency guarantees failure, but consistency is going to give you a chance of getting to where you want to. So lock in, let's get it done. Nick, you got anything for us?
I walked in here today not knowing what to expect. You know, I know Lincoln's a pound for pound champ, so hey. But I took that leap, learned a ton, and I'm going to keep pushing forward.
Love to hear, man. All right, so now Colin and I are just about to knock out some shoulders really quickly. Let's blow through that, finish this workout because I'm tired, man. We're going 30 for the next set, 100%. Move it to the side a little bit, yeah. Just think about doing too many movements at the same time.
Have you looked into, you don't need a ton,
Cool.
but just some carbs after your workout to report
Glycogen levels?
Glycogen levels.
Yeah, to be honest, that's a good point.
I don't know if it makes a huge difference or not. I've been reading about it a little bit.
I would imagine that it does, and it's sort of in the sense that whatever you don't replace is a deficit.
Yeah.
So then if I have to train tomorrow, even though, yes, I'm going to eat before training, that's still less carbs that I have access to. So I think a decent amount would be good.
I think it only has to be like 30 grams or something.
Think so?
It doesn't have to
Okay.
be crazy.
Fair enough. I mean, so maybe maybe that granola bar I ate before was fine then.
It's probably perfect.
Probably did the job. It was only 100 calories too, which is cool. That's a wrap on our session for today. We got Colin here, we got Nick here. They came through for a little street lifting meetup. Every single person here hit a PR today. We all put in work. It was an excellent time. So shout out to both of you guys for coming through and for making this whole session that we were having like legit, you know. It was a fun time.
Me and Lincoln are 7 weeks out, so it's time to lock in.
We're getting ready. I think with the mindset and the work ethic that we've brought to the table over, you know, the past couple months since the last competition, we're definitely positioning ourselves to be able to do very well. We're expecting nothing but the best at the end of the day, right? And so that's what we're going to bring. That's the standard that we want to bring every single time. At the end of the day, we are extremely blessed to be in the position to be able to lift these weights and everything at the rate that we do. So just think about the fact that, hey, you don't have to be in this position, so you might as well put your best effort forward.
Everything
and that is going to, exactly, that's going to give you your best results. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, share it with a friend, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 500 subscribers. We will be there very soon. Shout out to all of you guys for your support. We'll see you in the next video.